Hi Pisces, welcome back to your monthly tarot reading with me. I'm Ashley Rose and this is your monthly tarot reading for April 2022. I'm very happy just coming into your reading. The energy just like woof. So I'm excited to see what comes for us. This reading is for all Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So anytime throughout this year, throughout this month, you feel drawn, called, pulled to watch this video, there's a message in it for you. These are essentially, all of them are timeless, and it doesn't really matter if you feel called, drawn to it, check it out. There's probably something in there that you needed to hear. So we are going to be pulling 7 cards for the overview of our month, an oracle card, 3 cards for our love life, 3 to clarify, and then we are going to end it with an affirmation. So we start this month off with a new moon in Aries. And I love that because for the last week and a half of March, I felt like the energy was just really funky. It was weird. It really we got into Aries season, and instead of igniting this energy to move forward and go towards our desires, it ignited our fears and really showcased and brought everything up that we needed to confront, because that's what was blocking us and standing in the way of moving forward towards these things. So for some of us, it was in our work, it was in our environment, but others, it was internally things that we needed to focus and, change within, so that we could, better be this stable, balanced place for all of these things that are unfolding. Hello, High Priestess. So then when this new moon comes at the beginning of April, it really comes to set everything on fire in a positive way. New moons are the start of a new lunar cycle. So it's a time to recharge, reconnect, refresh, really get yourself refocused on your intentions and what you want to get done this month, right? You can reflect on what you did in the prior month. Pardon, the music has stopped. You can reflect on what you've done in the prior month and really set your best foot forward. And with this one being in Aries, it is, helping us ask the question of what are we focusing on, and is this beneficial to the big picture I see for myself? And so it's allowing us to face our fears and free ourselves from those fears. Then we have a new full moon in Libra that's happening on April 16th, and that's coming to help us restore that balance. It's lighting up everything inside of us where we could be unbalanced, to help us see and again recalibrate and realign to what it is that we're actually working on and focusing on. We're gonna feel maybe a little overstimulated by the time we get to this new moon, because there's so much new energy that's happening in the beginning, or this new moon, this full moon. There's so much energy, there's so many things that we're sifting and sorting through. We're trying new things, we're really using our energy in a way that we haven't tapped into before, and we could feel a little overwhelmed. So I love that this full moon is coming when it does, because it's helping us again reinstall that balance, and then also illuminate all these things within us, all this beauty that we're not allowing to shine through. On my shirt it says, "Don't waste time not being you," and that's exactly what this month is going to be for everybody. We are stepping into ourselves in a way more confident, aligned way, really standing in our power authentically, where we just don't have the time anymore. And that is going to be, I feel proven to us as this month goes along. Okay. She did not pop out. I was very full sad. No, she's right there. But it's going to be something that we really step into in a more comfortable way, right? Libras are about balance, right? They are justice. They are about, finding justice in life and figuring out that balance. And they're also about the beauty and the things around you. So this full moon, is going to really illuminate both of those things. And again, allowing those talents and those strengths that we keep hiding away in the dark because we're too afraid to let them have space and to shine. Those are going to be lightened. Those are going to be illuminated and enlightened, I guess, to finally have not center stage, but to come out. And again, not waste time not being us, because that's a part of us, and that's a side of us that really wants to be seen, shown, and heard. And then we end this month in Taurus season, and that is an opportunity to ground ourselves into what we're doing, and all these seeds that we're planting, all this intention that we're working towards. This is an opportunity to, again, ground and grow those things. So when we think of, like, I always think of the Empress in the major arcana for when it comes to Taurus, because she is like creating a life she loves out of love, and she's birthing those new ideas to create this, and she's spending time to help those ideas grow so that she can harvest them one day and they can be something of beauty and joy in her life, right? Because she activates her love and she activates her creativity, and those are things that we are really tapping into this month. And this season, this Taurus season, is really going to help us do that. And then we end we end this month with a new moon in Taurus. So again, just pressing on this, idea of this balance, this grounding energy. Taurus are also, they love the finer things in life. They love beauty, and they love creating a space that makes them feel comfortable. So in all of this new that we are uncovering, we are starting to also create some stability within that, create a space, again, that feels comfortable, that we can come to and doesn't feel foreign, does not feel not like us, but feels aligned with who we are and the passions that we're going after. And again, is an opportunity to reconnect and reflect on the work that we've put in this month, so that when we go into May, we, have a grounded perspective. And even for the rest of the year, we're going to really see a lot of things take off in ways that we haven't expected. And this is a really great moment to, again, prioritize that balance, really get a good grounding practice down to where you know what you're doing, and when you're feeling overwhelmed or overstimulated or whatever it may be, you can bring yourself back down to earth, right? And you can come back down to the things that you enjoy, that make you happy, and really start moving and grooving that way. So let's get into it, Pisces. We start off this month with the Page of Cups, and I love that because that's really us, right? Like, we are this water sign who is really getting in touch and allowing themselves to be seen, right? Seen and heard in new ways, where we're communicating our ideas, our dreams, the love that we have in our life. And we're learning how to do that, again, in new ways. We're the page here. We're not necessarily the queen or the king yet, and we have some experience, but we have this childlike ability and nature to us this month, and especially at the beginning of the month, that is helping us learn and grow in new ways, right? Like, so we have this willingness to learn, this willingness to make mistakes that is really going to be beneficial to us as we are, again, realigning with our focus and recentering ourselves on where we want to be. He's wearing a blue scarf, and that's our intuition, that's our guidance, showing us the connection we have with our dreams, with our hopes, with our desires, and allowing that to be what leads the way, right? He's got flowers or roses on his dress, and that is just signal of rebirth, of, planting seeds that are growing. The work that you're putting in, the time that you're taking to tend to that work is really, again, growing and putting you in a right place. And then he's got this cup with a little fishy friend in it, and it's like, you got support, you got a full cup, you have something to give and a message to, get out to other people. And I think that's really going to be received well this month. And even just the water in the background, again, being another symbol for your intuition, and like kind of going with the flow and allowing that to lead the way, this connection that you have with yourself and the world, the universe, the earth, things around you is going to be really leading you in the right direction. It's going to lead you to this time where you're dedicated and you're disciplined and you're putting in the work, because you see, the beauty that you're holding in your hand, the opportunity within these dreams that you have to really create something big for yourself. And it's so much closer than you think, because look at that kingdom. It's not like far off in the distance where it's small and we can't see it. It's so much closer than we think it is, but we just have to keep putting in this work. We're so close. We have 2 more pentacles to put up on here, and 8 is the number for strength and confidence, and we have the courage to go after these things in new ways. We're tapping into this like other side of us, because we're so used to being like hippy dippy and free spirited and just going with the flow, right? We're putting in the work and like doing the hard, that's not like what comes natural to us, right? But we want these things so bad. We see them, we know that we are capable of it, that we're doing these, right? We're allowing our desires and our intuition to work in unison so that we can really build our dreams and go after things in a new way. And we really find some confidence behind that. And we really start to grow and really feel this like evolution of our spirit, of ourselves happen throughout this month, because after this Eight of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Cups. And so quickly we graduate from the Page, who is this the messenger for the court. They're going out, they're learning what they need to come back and, tell the king and queen. We go from being the messenger and we graduate to being a knight. And so now we're ready to be out on the line and fight for what we want, fight for our dreams, fight for our desires. But we're not like fighting, because the knights are known for extremes, and the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords are known for, extremely kind of like reacting, going out, not waiting for the sign to like charge. They're just doing it. They're just excited. They're like, yeah, let's go. Fast acting. And then the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, they're extreme as then like they're waiting for their call to go, right? They're not really moving yet. But what is different between the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups is that the Knight of Cups is slowly but surely making his way forward. And he makes his way forward by the guidance of his intuition. It was 11:11 when I say that. Slowly but surely. Important to remember. Slowly and surely. If you're pushing yourself, rushing yourself, that's where we're going to see some things crumble, some things stumble. And it's important, especially because we're in Aries season, we have all this energy accessible to us, that we're channeling it properly, right? And we are listening to our intuition, and we're staying connected to our internal guidance, because that's going to be what really, moves us forward and paves the way, but also like allows for, stable communication from those things to be heard. Right? He's also holding his cup. He's like holding it in like almost a way where he's like proud of this, right? And this is your hopes and your dreams and what you have inside of you, what you're ready to create, what you are ready to be and step out into the light, right? And he's got all this armor on, and you're protected in this quest forward as you move forward, as you slowly start, I feel like it's like the tortoise and the hare, right? Where the longer, not like the longer you wait or the longer you allow these things to build, but it really kind of is that story, right? Of trusting where you're going, trusting your instincts, allowing this yourself to be present in this journey, because it is going to be amazing. Let me tell you, there's so many things you're going to learn along the way that if you would have flew through it, you would have missed. But I love this. And even this is like knight in shining armor. So there's an opportunity for just like new love to come in your life, a new inspiration, a new source of, creativity, something that really makes you feel love. I mean, Pisces, we are love, right? Like that's the whole thing about being a Pisces, right? Or like loving a Pisces, is that you'll never feel love like that, because we are, I feel like, we're like the representation of love in a human body, right? And so we have that to even offer other people this month as well. So pay attention to water signs that are coming in, because you might be receiving messages, or they might be here to give you an offering. But an offering of your dream, an offering of your love is coming forward this month, which the Knight of Cups is bringing us. And so then at the middle of our reading, we have the Three of Wands. I love this, because this offering that we have is an offering to align ourselves with our desires, is an offering to move forward with our passions, and to really step through this doorway and have fun with the life that we are creating in all the space that we've made this past couple months, really identifying what we want and the expectations that have been holding us back, getting rid of those things. We have the opportunity to build more here. And it almost feels like the emperor who's like gotten up from his throne, and he's like ready to like lead his people in front of him and be like, okay, this is what we're going to build. But in this moment where, we're taking it all in, are we ready to, this is travel, this is movement, this is moving to new places, this is new creative projects, new beginnings, communicating these things between yourself and those around you. And with it being fire, wands are fire, and that is, energy, drive, enthusiasm, and taking your manifestations from what you see up here and bringing them into this physical reality down here. And so we have this amazing opportunity in the middle of everything this month to really make these things happen, and to really bring our happiness and prioritize it, like bring in our happiness, but also like prioritize it, because we're in a stable, happy place where we can do these things, because we're listening to our intuition and we're disciplined in the work that we're doing, that we can really build anything that we want, right? Like 3 is the Empress again. I'm gonna bring her back up. I'm surprised she's not out here. 3 is the Empress in the major arcana. And again, we're creating a life that we love out of the things that we love, out of our desires, out of our creativity, right? And that's what this is also showing us here. So tap into that. Tap into that energy. Tap into your love. Allow these things to, allow these things to really take up space, but then allow yourself to also have fun with it at the same time. Because I will say pay attention to 3s this month. After that, we have the 3 of Pentacles. And I love this because this is experience, this is dedication, this is hard work, and this is work that you're putting in that's like written in stone. That people are coming to admire, to watch, because you're doing something different and you're doing it because you love to do it, and it's not that somebody made you do it. You're having fun with it, right? You're sitting here in this chapel and you've been taking your time putting in this stone work, and people are like, how did you do that? I want to know your technique. I want to know your skills. Like, this is a work of art. Like, the work that you're building in your life is a work of art. And again, it's written in stone. It's solid. So trust the work that you're doing. This dedication that you're putting in, it's coming to really do good things for you. So don't lose track of that. And in moments where you doubt or you want to escape, Pisces, we love to do that. Remind yourself of these things that you're looking for, that you're dreaming about, that you're ready to move to, and keep, doing little things every day. It's going to be the discipline that really does something for you this month, rather, the ideas and the inspiration. You are inspired. You're a creative being, and you never have to worry about not tapping into that, because that is at your disposal always. But it's going to be important for you to do these things because people are watching you. It's almost like I feel like you don't even realize they're watching you, but you're more of a leader than you think. And again, I feel like that's talking about that. I feel like the need to talk about the Emperor here, because he is a leader. He uses his experience and his wisdom to lead. He knows that he is the stability that he needs, and he is the only one that can unlock, or has the key to his life, right? And so that's what we're doing here as well. But we don't even realize that we're such a leader, and that we have to go through these things to experience them so that we can teach them, so that we can show other people that, we can be that space of balance and peace and creativity that others come to be inspired by. And then we have the Four of Cups after, and when it in reverse, and when it's this way, we're sitting here under the tree, we're like, I have all my dreams, all the things that I wanted, but I don't have it all. I want it all. And so the universe is like, okay, it's this moment to be appreciative, right? It's like, okay, here you go, now let's get up and keep moving, right? But with it in reverse, we're not sitting here and hoping for more. We're taking a moment, stepping back in the stability that we built for ourselves, and we're like, oh my gosh, I did that. I'm appreciative. I'm grateful for my life. I see what I'm building, and I see what I'm capable of, and I'm going to keep moving towards that. And this is a space that doesn't have conflict, that we're not manipulating, that we're not being delusional or escaping ourselves from. We're not trying to fight people or prove that we deserve to be here. We trust, we know, we're connected to who we are, and that is what frees us. That's what guides us. That is what allows us to take this risk and to move forward towards this, space of just clarity. Like, look at all this blue behind here, but again, just take the risk for the change. We were willing to make the changes last month and even the beginning of this month, and that's what's putting us in such a positive position moving forward. And there's not like major arcana cards in our reading this month, so it really is not like we're not going through any major life lessons. There's not something that we need to learn. I feel like last month we really got that. We really harnessed who we were and our authentic energy. For this month, it's just little things that we're working through. And again, like I said in the beginning of the reading, you're happy because you're I've been here, I've done that, I can do this, I can be who I am, I can be my weird little self, right? And it's time to take this own little world that we've been living in and share it with others that are around us, because I feel like that is part of our mission. That's part of what we came here to do. Part of being a Pisces is connection, and it's time for us to connect more in a bigger, broader way, but also, really putting in the work that we haven't been doing, but applying ourselves to the work in a new way. Because here at the bottom, we have 10 of Swords in reverse, the 7 of Cups in reverse, and then the 8 of Swords. So whatever we were holding ourselves to, those fears, adios amigo. We're letting them go because we have the strength. We see what we're capable of. Again, we're going after it. We're not getting lost. We're not escaping. We're not being delusional. We're taking these swords out of our back. We're releasing our traumas. We're letting go of our fears, and we're done being stuck. We're done being blinded by our own demise. It's time for us to, again, walk into this kingdom that's right behind here, and that's what we're doing. And that's what we're being led, and that's where our hard work is going to this month. So, our oracle card is Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Yes. Ooh, I love that. Look at us. I feel like that's totally us. Just up there. I mean, you can put us in a sea, but I feel like it definitely is that. Or even like this right here. I feel like it's what we're like coming to look at. People are admiring us. They're like, ooh, what is this? There's all that blue in that card. So that is clarity, right? Intuition, balance. Let's see what it has to tell us. Okay. Pleiades. The Pleiadians are a group of star beings dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet and starting new consciousness through creations and technology. They have been incarnating on Earth since near the beginning of humanity. You are a soul who has a double mission, to grow at a soul level and raise the vibration of the planet. If you have been called to write, speak, or channel, this is your sign to keep doing it. Your work is divinely guided. Just want to say that. Your work is divinely guided. Of all the souls, Pleiadians are the chattiest, and so perhaps you have already started channeling some of your work into the third dimension. Thank you for doing your part in the great plan. Your presence and unique light is needed. Yes, literally, putting in the work. We're writing, if you already do this, but maybe this is an opportunity, if you don't really align with this, to take a moment to maybe try, write, journal, channel in a different way, really get in tune with that, because maybe this is a side of yourself you haven't expressed yet. And that's what we're kind of learning a little bit more about this month. So that's really exciting, because come on. We're moving and grooving. All right, now let's get into our love reading. We have true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. The Hermit, getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. The Page of Swords, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Seven of Cups. So I feel like interesting energy for our love life. I feel like most of this month we're really dedicated to our work and really putting our energy towards our work. We're open. I feel like we're open to the opportunities that are coming in. I feel like there's an air sign that might, show its face. But with this true love and the Hermit, I feel like that's really interesting, because we have this true love, but then with the Hermit, we want to go inside and disconnect and reconnect to who we are in our light. Maybe it's something that scares us, right? And, we're allowing ourselves to get to know each other a little bit more. So, and that could even also be a Virgo, or an earth sign. But with this getting to know each other with the Page of Swords, we're learning to, communicate. We feel kind of like children again, right? We're at the beginning, so we're trying to communicate in new ways and kind of get ourselves out of this energy of like wanting to hide away, wanting to disconnect, because it feels not overwhelming, but it's true, right? We're like a little scared. We're like, oh God, what is it? I'm not gonna take myself over here, right? I feel like that's a very Pisces thing for us to do. And then this reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. The Seven of Cups, I feel like someone's returning, but you're not accepting that offering, because you already know what you want. You already see this right here, and you want to get to know this person more than that one. And you can reconcile, and you can, find closure and still be, peaceful humans to each other, and just appreciate, the moment you had to reconnect. But I don't think that you're gonna be going somewhere with them. That's it. Because here at the bottom we have the Knight of Cups again, and then we have the Six of Pentacles and the Chariot and the Tower in reverse. Okay. Somebody's coming in to offer you some love in a new way that brings balance, and has been something that you've been working towards, and you're opening your heart, and this isn't something that's gonna like make you fall or make you crumble or really destroy you. You had to let go of those old fears of the past, of this person that's popping back up, and you have the opportunity to tell them no, to say I appreciate you and thank you for being in my life and teaching me these lessons, but I am gonna move on for the better. I see my value. That's it. All right, let's move into our affirmation. If you'd like to know more about me, what I have going on, or you'd like to book a tarot reading, you can go to ashleyrose.com. You can follow me on Instagram as well. That's Ashley Rose Tarot. The links are in the description. Like, share, comment on this video because I love hearing what you guys have to hear or how, these unfold for you in your life. Subscribe to my channel because I love that our little community is growing. And so our affirmation is, when I introduce joy to a situation, I change the vibrational frequency of what's happening around me. Yes. We're introducing joy in a new way. We're getting away from our fears, and we're really allowing our love for what we have going on. Really, in fact, I feel like that sounds gross, but really like touch our work, right? To where it can really bud and put us in the direction of a new place, because we're not hoping for more. We're not looking for more. We're not fighting people about what's in our life. We're just enjoying where we are. So I love that. And we're allowing our vibrational frequency to change, because that's what we've been pushed to do. And I love that. Look at the daffodils and the moon. I love it. All right, you guys, I love you. I can't wait to see how the rest of April unfolds for you, and I will catch you later in the daily tarot readings.